99 overall. Boy, I got a 68 overall safety. Let's get that shit.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game.
I don't even know if I should be kicking this with the overall difference.
And he'll just take it in this drive. We'll start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callaway. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Headed to the end zone. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
This team is fucking ass, though.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Coming out with it, it's Karapateas.
Slow shit.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him.
Breaks into the open. And he's still running after the move. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
He just has a fucking 20 overall advantage. We need a fucking...
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterbacks
trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That's caught. It's Karapateas. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rebels have this offense rolling. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Oh, listen.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
I mean, this is going to be a tough-ass game, bro. My team is not.
The offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can
fucking suck.
Pick off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown.
Chase me, bro. Chase me.
Chase me. With a pick 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Freaky in here.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Oh, space. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band
I just don't look like a man at all.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They've got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Karapateas. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense punches in.
See his last name? I'm going to need some of that.
2 touchdowns now in 2 games.
I'm going to need some of that.
More to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. It's a running room. Ripping through the defense. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1.
I mean, I meant that others don't know. I don't know why we didn't.
And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
Sit your ass down.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
No.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew
It's just going to be hard with all these 99 overall teams, though.
Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On target over the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick completion on the out. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They won't have time to run another play skip to the 2-minute timeout.
Good job, 79.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run.
Suck my fucking nuts, buddy.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it.
Oh,
they finish it with the
I
passing
mean,
game.
this shit is trying to fucking hold his cock while he fucking takes a shit.
Keep the momentum
Fuck.
and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with
Yeah, he
Kevin
doesn't need
Connors.
that much
What's
help,
going on,
buddy.
Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move.
Bro, how is that not a
Complete
pick?
to the left.
Oh.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down.
Damn, he's slow as
Catch
shit,
in the middle,
dude.
it's Callaway. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go, here we go. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Grabs behind the line, it's Doyle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Karapateas. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football at home.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. This time it's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying play action. Right down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He wants to throw it again. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Offense gets set for second down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kara Pateas. Inside the 15. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now.
Brings it down on the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? You've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Callaway. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up, that's a live ball. The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass.
Slow-ass environment.
Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right.
Chase me, buddy.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Rebels will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Follow the blocker. The offense. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Next is the score. Ole Miss 51, Texas Tech 30.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look blood shit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 18 over Nebraska. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Pressure coming. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take it.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.